internet. My name is Chris. I'll be your humble GM, keeper, whatever you please for these preceding evenings. You found yourself here on our lovely channel, Taíno Tales, where we do TTRPG stuff, actual plays, and all that good sweet. Today, we're doing a little bit of a charity stream for a lovely person. I'll get into that in a hot second later, but for now, I think we should introduce who are these lovely people I have in my corners here. So I think first and foremost, start us off. C, introduce yourself to the lovely folks out there.
Hey everyone, my name is C. I use they, them pronouns, and you can find me making very trans, very gay art on the internet at C Plays RPG. It's under there. Tonight, I have the absolute displeasure of playing Eden, who's a wet cat and a huge bitch. So we'll have fun with that. Eden uses they, he pronouns and is going through it. But we're having a holiday party, so they're going to be super normal. And that's me for now. We'll do stuff at the end. And I'm going to pass it down to the devil of the hour.
Take the ball that has been passed to me. Hello, everyone. My name is Humna. I use any and all pronouns, and I am a TTRPG performer and producer. You can find me all over the internet at Lilith TTRPG. That is underneath there, primarily on Blue Sky these days. So if you aren't there, go check it out. And today I will be playing Misfoot, who uses he, they pronouns, our newly crowned king of hell. And they totally know how to deal with that role and what comes with that power. They're not at all unprepared for that. And with that, I will pass things over to our other very normal, very not at all grieving party member. Take it away.
Hello, everyone. It is me, Zoe. You can find me everywhere at Radical Zoe doing probably nothing. I don't do a whole lot these days. They call me Zoe the Sleepish. You know who calls me that? My partner. It's a fact. So I immediately forgot everything. I'll be playing Vic, who is not at all grieving, has never had a problem in her life, and will be completely, and isn't coping because you don't cope when you have nothing to cope about. And I'm going to pass it back to our GM.
Hi, I'm your GM. I'm your keeper. My name is Chris, and I will be, for the preceding evenings, presiding over all these folks. In case you're wondering what we're playing the new released Never Stop Blowing Up, because we feel that's best for what we're about to do here. In case you missed the bad boys, right quick, content warnings for this one shot in particular, though not too out of the ballpark here. There are some to consider. You can type that in the chat at exclamation point CW. This one shot in particular contains fantasy and gun violence, apocalypse, blood, familial struggles, severe weather, real world religions, monsters and monstrosities, and references to trauma. If any of this does not float your boat, there is a plethora of wonderful content out there for you to enjoy. Also, if you want to follow any of us, you can type exclamation point cast to find us in the internet, wherever that is. But last but not least, we do have some donation incentives, which I will hand off to one of my lovely folks here. So whoever wants to take these donations, go, take it away.
Well, I failed at nose goes as a game. So hello, everybody. So today is a charity stream. It is a fundraising stream. We are raising money for mutual aid, specifically for a lovely Latina creator in the space, Sweet, who is in chat with us. Everyone say hello to Sweet. And so today, as every donation they... I'm going to take that again. I don't know what happened in my brain there.
Just take it for the top. Take it for the top. You got this. Go on, champ.
When you donate to the stream, not only are you helping Sweet, but also you will be influencing the game. All of the incentives are up on the screen. I believe they are over there, so you can check them out. And you can also see them if you type exclamation point donate in the chat. So real quick, I'll go over what the incentives are for today. If you donate $5, you can make one of the players or the GM say a cheesy one-liner. If you donate $10, you can give one of the players a turbo token, which essentially helps us increase our dice rolls. If you donate $20, you can have us explode a skill die, which helps us basically level up our stats. If you donate $30, you can make a Die Hard happen. What does that mean? Donate $30 to find out. And if you donate $40, you can make one of us, the players, the GM for a whole minute. Give us the power to cause chaos and problems for Chris. And then at $50, you can invoke the spirit of the holidays. Again, what does that mean? You'll have to donate $50 to find out. So consider donating. And also, I notice how many of you there are here today, and I would just like to point out that if every single viewer donated $1 to this fundraiser right now, we could absolutely destroy our goal and really, really, really help Sweet out. So this is my challenge to you right now. I'm not joking. You watching, donate $1. Go right now to ko-fi.com/Taíno Tales and donate $1 right now. Okay. Chris.
With that in mind, I think we shall start our lovely tale. We start off. It is probably maybe the week before the great holiday season. At this moment, we find ourselves camera panning through what looks like to be a grand city, though we don't know exactly where yet, just due to the fact that we're looking out and about. But we do know what state we're in. We're in Minnesota. That's right. I said that right, whether it's right or wrong. That's what we're doing right now. But as we're looking through the various buildings and areas, construction, and everybody going about their holidays and the cold weather that is out and about, as it's probably maybe around mid-afternoon, as the sun is kind of that sort of pinkish hue before it goes down low, we find ourselves zooming in to one of the nearby airports. We go through, people are rushing through, people are trying to get through getting their stuff through, people are either losing their baggage, they're checking everything. Everybody is in a hustle and bustle to get where they want to go, while a good majority of people are trying to escape the city. The great sort of cold is really providing that I need to get somewhere warmer quick, fast, before everybody else has the same idea. With that, one of the gates opens up as we look to gate 64 as it goes bing, dropping off its latest participants. Multitude of people begin to grab out and sort of going about their day, getting off and rushing immediately as they are literally in the mindset of, I gotta go here, here, and here already, taking off. But for us, there's three lovely individuals that kind of take it slow or a little bit ease. So I'll go one by one here, same order that we were introducing ourselves. First off, Eden, describe yourself to the lovely people and how you're feeling after your flight from Florida.
I need a fucking smoke, is the first thing you hear as Eden steps off of the tarmac and into the airport. They have this big, the neck pillows that you sleep with, is one that's wrapped around their back, around their neck as they are walking out, but also wrapped around Eden are a plethora of angelic tattoos all over their skin, all over their hands, all up their neck, these huge seraphim wings framing their throat. And the first thing you notice about Eden is the soulless, fucked up, exhausted look underneath their eyes. It is heavy. Their eye bags look like they were carved out of marble, and despite the intensity in their brow, there's a deadness behind the eyes that betrays them, I think, every time. Bone white hair, kind of grown out at the back now, shaggy, a little greasy, and they smell like industrial kitchen and like smoke. And they look fucking mad to be here.
Oh, very mad indeed.
Why did we have to take an airplane ride for a holiday party. I don't understand. I'm gonna be away from the diner for so long. We really shouldn't have done this, I think.
Well, Rocco invited us, and so we have to be, good for. I figure that it's good to get the two of you out. You've kind of been MIA for a bit, and we see next to Eden Misfoot, who stands at 5'3". He has this light brown skin that is covered almost entirely in like thick jacket and like scarves and like earmuffs and a hat, like is like very overdressed for winter weather, as if he is going to like the slightest chill is going to destroy him. They look at Eden and they take off their hat and like the earmuffs that were on top of it and kind of shake out their hair, which is long, wavy, and black, and reveals these two horns, one pointing upwards and the other kind of curling into his face a bit. And they look kind of concerned over at Eden and at Vic, their other companion, as well. I mean, it'll be fun, right? Right, Vic?
And Vic, who is unsurprisingly underdressed for this very cold weather, in a in a short sleeve black t-shirt, we'll say probably black jeans with holes in them, and some casual sneakers, with a cigarette in hand, a new edition, is putting to the lips and lighting it with their finger. What's
Give me
going
that.
on? Here, hands it to you. Yeah, we're here for
Misfit thinks we
Rocco.
should have fun.
In a mall?
At a
holiday-
party.
At a mall.
Who puts a holiday party in a mall?
Look, it wasn't
Rocco, I
my
guess.
choice of venue.
Yeah, and I think Vic takes out her pager and is looking at it and expecting something from Rocco.
Yeah, I think if anything, once you land, you can see just brr, brr, and with that, you see is real quick, happy that you landed, should be someone out there waiting for you by the limos. So very much like where people kind of hold up signs, you're guessing, from what you can get right quick, as there's a ride for you here, which makes things easier.
Okay, that's better than the mystery machine that I was expecting.
It's the treatment that the Mythics deserve, right? After everything.
There's a long beat of silence, I think. And then Eden doesn't meet your eyes anymore and just turns and starts walking toward where the limos are.
Vic contorts her face and for a minute, for a second, and then uncontorts it and acts like he didn't hear any of it.
Okay, this is gonna be harder than I thought. And Misfit follows right behind the two of them, kind of like quickening their pace to catch up with the others who have probably at a much faster pace than is normal. Just walking right out of the airport.
Yeah, you guys begin to walk through. You see the airport itself is very normal, has a sort of marble, shiny floor. If you were gonna rate it, it's like maybe like a 6, 7. It's decent. It's a nice airport. As you guys are going through, you grab your bags right quick, and as you head towards the escalators, you begin to zoom, 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 zip down. And as you do, you see that immediately there is a person holding, the Mythic Initiative sign up, waiting through instead of just waiting at the moment. But as they're looking through, they make eye contact with you, Miss Foot, and you see they immediately drop their sign. The individual before you seems to be maybe somewhere around your age or slightly older, thick frame glasses and what looks like to be a very terrible wear and worn kind of chauffeur suit. But as you come, he goes, "Oh my God! Praise be the Lord of Devil! Praise be the King!" As you can see that behind his eyes, this is a devil and apparently a fanboy. Praise be! He's doing this in front of everyone too, so it's
Please. And Misfit kind of like looks around and checking to see if anybody in the crowd is noticing this. Please, we're here on a very, not stealth mission, but we're not trying to attract attention. So,
my lord, to be touched by your hands is a simple grace. No, devil. Can I take a quick picture? As you see, you pull out a camera right quick. Can you smile real quick? They just
quickly, but why don't we all take a picture together to commemorate the trip?
No, it's your hands that feel like the grace of the greatest being, right?
I just think it would be nice.
I'm actually not in the business for new mythic pictures. The last one we had was when we were 16 all together.
Whatever you require, my lords. And you see, kind of takes a quick picture. No, do you have bags? I can take them for you right quick, my lords. I can carry anything you need. I am your strong arm. I am your sword in the darkness. Your evil.
Eden throws the neck pillow at this guy so that he stops talking.
Right, you can follow me this way. And kind of
Eating your pillow.
I'm not eating the pillow. I'm just holding it with my teeth. And kind of proceeds to go forward with all your bags. You see, this man drives apparently a very nice limo. You can see that you, for the most part, haven't known this kind of luxury, just due to the part that you haven't been in a situation in which you have been there. So you only know from movies, and this looks nice. This is peak. This is rad. And you can see that he kind of opens the door. Inside, it's leather cushion, there's champagne bottles, there's all this nice amenities. And you can see kind of on where the champagne is, that small little desk, there's kind of a folded card that says, "The Weird Wall of America welcomes you." Kind of, it's a very like hand hotel kind of written card that's there for you guys.
I'm sorry, wall? Like W?
No, mall as in M.
Oh, okay. Vic would have. Yeah, gets into the car. How did Rocco... Is Rocco into business trading or something?
Is Rocco rich? Did we
What's
not know
weird
that?
about the mall?
No, it's the limo, Eden.
Well, yeah, but the card is like...
Oh. Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, Rocco works there, so how normal
Does
can it be?
Rocco own the mall?
Does Rocco own the mall?
Wait, you guys don't
I
know that
feel like-
Rocco owns the mall?
I feel like we would know if Rocco owned the mall. What?
Yeah. You know, we were talking about it because we're both business owners now. You know, at the diner. Okay, I guess you didn't know. Great.
Well, we do have to go. So, if you'll be so kind to enter your chariot, my lord, and his subjects.
Oh, they're not. No, we're family.
Actually-
Okay, I get it, okay. Well, you should head in, and as you guys are about to head in, you can feel a gust of wind. Just breathe ever so slightly on your backs. It's, well, for a better lack of word, weird. But for the most part, a bit of part of you feels slightly festive. Have that spirit air and that magic gets in you, and while you are still your pissy selves, you feel a little bit in the giving mood, if I say so myself.
I'm sorry, I turn around. Is there somebody behind us?
Nope, you just felt a strong breeze of wind from behind you as an incentive was just claimed.
I also turn around. Did you feel that?
Yes. Fucking winter air. And Eden pulls this like heavy jacket closer around themselves. Anyone have any like eggnog though? Anyone else like weirdly in the mood for eggnog?
Yeah. And Misfit, I think, has like crawled into the limo at this point and is like trawling through the like amenities, like the drinks, the food, trying to see if there is all of the materials that we need to make eggnog.
Yeah, you gotta get to work. As you all get in the car, you see that the car begins to start driving, merging into traffic. As you go head to head, you feel a little bit better, a little bit more spry in your back. And as you're kind of going through, you see that the individual in the front, the driver, kind of goes, "Is this your first time going to the Weird Mall of America?"
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, everybody else in the car, everybody else.
Yeah, it is.
Well, if you have any questions, I'm more than willing to answer for you. I am more than
Chris, I'm so sorry. It's so funny.
You can't do this to me.
I don't know, it really gets me every time. I like that it's weird.
We're just starting. Though it gets weirder.
I'm worried. Yeah, what do you do at a weird mall?
Well, there's a number of things that we have there. If you do not are familiar with it, we have, it is a secret section of the mall. The mortals have the, normal Mall of America, which everyone knows and is accustomed to. But the weird mall as well, the good stuffies. We have the amusement park. We got go-karts and a ball pit, the biggest in the entire dimensional realm. We have a roller coaster that goes to various rooms as well. The Magic Emporium for all those of the arcane, divine. We also have what looks like to be, and he kind of just checks his notes on the side. As he's partly from knowledge, but also reading like people who work at an amusement park, and kind of goes, "Oh, we also have a disguise shop where we have for those roguish types that want to change their appearance, even though it's been kind of hard on business when you change your identity and you walk out the door. We're working on that. And then we also have a familiar shop. That's the other thing that we have there as well. So, in case you guys want to buy anything right quick before you go to your party, I would highly suggest it, my lord. And of course, being the king of hell, I can assume there are discounts or at least store credit."
See, you gotta stop. You're killing
It's
me.
so funny, Chris killing me. I'm fucking losing it. I don't know what's going on.
Misfit has been, I think, like unzipping like the layers of jackets and is taking one of them off as the driver addresses us. You said something about a ball pit. Has there ever been like a party or a convention held in it?
Yes, I think of the Anibas.
I think we should do that again, actually. Is there any way we can maybe move our party there?
I mean, you can bring up with, the big boss. You'll be at the party.
What do you think? And Misfit turns to Vic and Eden.
Vic, who is eating peppermint after peppermint, crunching them actually, with her very sharp teeth. Because that's how you're supposed to eat peppermints. You're not supposed to suck them. You're supposed to. They're like gummy candy. I don't really want to go into a ball pit, but if Rocco says yes, then by all means.
Whatever you want, your liege.
This is supposed to be fun for everyone. That's the point of a party. Come on, it's been months. When have you ever left the diner? Or Vic, when have you stopped working? Either of you.
I like working. It's a new responsibility, right? That's what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, but, it's been some time since it's just the three of us, and I think that maybe throwing yourself into work
Since
is
what,
a way
Misfit?
to...
It's been the three of us for some months, Miss.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. It's fine.
Is
We're here,
it?
aren't we?
It just happened. The two of you are acting like nothing happened.
I will say, if you did lose someone recently, there is a shop for that. For temporal construction of the recently dead, if you want to say parting word, or if you want to,
We haven't lost anyone. Don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
It's always been 3.
Fuck you for that, Vic. Eden takes
Wow.
a shot of eggnog.
Vic pops another 3 peppermints. You could probably get a new dog at this familiar shop.
I don't need a new dog.
Oh, look! The mole! As you see, they're trying to break the tension. But as he is turning, I will say, Vic, as you're popping peppermints ever so slightly, you usually emanate a certain amount of heat off of yourself just because of who you are. But you feel a little colder. And you swear, just by the breath coming out, it becomes almost like when you're breathing in cold air, sort of a... But you think it's just maybe a windows open or something like that.
I pull up the windows. I reach over, pull up the other one. The fuck is that?
It's that, it's a cold.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, we're from Florida.
Oh, we heard.
And I'm from
all-
hell, so
So Florida adjacent?
you could say that.
Oh, fantastic. I have family in both. And with that, he begins to turn the corner. As he turns the corner, you guys see the sort of monument that is the sort of Mall of America. But due to your magical natures and the sort of where you've inserted yourself into society of the more magically inclined, or the weird way of it, you do notice you can see what looks like to be a mirage of more levels on the top, almost like if it was double stacked like a pancake. As it produces, almost in a sense, instead of this very high level mall to more of a high rise, but the high part of it is a little bit misty and whatnot. With that, he goes under the tunnel, and as he does, the camera pans ever so slightly to what looks like to be a plumber's truck. And the inside, we see various shapes and figures. As one of the guys outside goes, "Got the wire?" As they're just outside. And the hands that we see cut the wire are not normal, but like a puppet? Like a Muppet kind of thing? I don't know, it's weird, but it just cuts it off. But with that, you proceed to go inside the parking. Cold concrete. Very much parking is everywhere, even though it is getting towards the end of the day, so they are going to be closing up soon. But with that, the driver flicks their hand as you see a rune go off. And with that, one of the nearby walls on the side and produces an eerie looking sort of alternative path that glows ever so slightly green that turns the corner. As you do, it is almost like a reflection of the world behind as you see the mortal world, but also the weird world. As you see that there are not just cars here, but there is also chariots and a Pegasus and any other creature you could think of. You see there's a dragon double parked, and someone's clearly pissed about that, but they can't really do much as the dragon kind of... But with that, you guys park and enter into the weird mall. With that, the driver goes, "My lord, my liege, my liege, my lord. Do you want me to stay in the car? Should I be around in case you must do some evilness about?"
Well, the only evil that we will be doing tonight is enjoying ourselves, so why don't you do the same thing?
I will be at your beck and call outside, sire. I will be in the car enjoying your refreshments. Because thank you once again, my lord, praise me. May the evilness be upon you. May you reign, be long and terrible. And
Come to
full
the
of
party.
suffering.
Crash it.
Well, I don't know. And I think in this moment here, we're going to have our first roll of the game.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you're going to be rolling hot. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you
Hot.
have a thing of you add 3 because this is your first impression.
Hot and
Yes.
pink.
So I have an ability called Smokin', which lowers the DC of a hot check by 3 when I make a first impression with somebody.
Lovely, lovely. So you got a D4 plus 3. I'm going to say DC of this. Make it a 4. Make it interesting.
Okay. I rolled a 4 on the die, plus 3 is 7,
Wait, hold up.
so...
There's
Let
no
me put a
force split.
5. I'll do a 5 because if you roll a 1, you'll get it. So
Yeah.
5, 1 more. So just don't get a 1.
Okay. So do I have to roll a d6 now?
What did you get on your D4?
Oh, I got a 4 plus,
Oh, you
plus
explode,
3. So I
So
7,
you
yeah.
explode. So then roll a D6 now. Let's see what you get. Oh my god, already.
I got another 4, so I got 11 total.
Fantastic. Usually when you go over more than by 5, it's like an extremely successful thing. It goes, well, my lord, you know what? I do have a backup party suit if you do wish me to join. So I'll be more than happy to accompany you all.
What if we
The more the merrier.
need a getaway driver?
Oh, well, I have the keys to my car. It'll be a simple, quick run to the garage.
Okay.
Lovely, lovely. Let us go, my friends. I can show you where you need to go. The party is starting soon, or may have started a little bit already.
Let's just get this over with, yeah.
Yes. And with that, he grabs his suit. You see, he kind of very much like the mask. Jim Carrey's The Mask kind of switches up and it changes as you're moving through. Are you guys going in like this, or are you going to change right before you go to this party?
Eden just buttons up one extra button. They're wearing like the classic Eden, like chic priest chic, but with like a chef's apron. So they take the apron off, they button one extra button, and then they put a loose tie on.
Vic has only ever been to company parties at the Mythic Initiative, of which you're usually wearing combat gear because people are coming out of work. So this feels pretty high class, comfortable right now. Will not be changing.
Misfit, I think, took off the like myriad of coats and vests and scarves and all that and like left it in the limo. And he actually did come dressed for this Christmas party because he's trying really hard to make sure that the Mythics are like enjoying themselves to some degree. And so I think Misfit is wearing this like mesh top, and through the mesh top you can see the tattoo of a goat skull that is across their chest. And other than that, that is like the only like non-festive thing. I think Misfit has tried really hard to get into the Christmas spirit of it all, and so they are wearing these like red and green like color block pants, and they have this like silly little like Santa's hat that they're wearing that's like perched really awkwardly on top of his horns as he kind of goes. And in terms of like his jewelry, he has the normal like silver chains and rings and whatnot that he's wearing, but if you take a closer look at it, they're all like themed Christmas-wise. They're like snowmen and like snowflakes and candy canes and all of that. He has tried really hard to try and make this like fun for people.
Looking dapper, my sire, if I do say so myself.
Thank you. I tried. And Misfit like fixes the Santa hat. I actually brought, and Misfit like goes into the bag that's in the limo and pulls out 2 other Santa hats and holds them out to Vic and Eden.
What is that?
festive attire for the party.
Yeah, okay. We might as well be doing this.
Oh, wonderful, splendid, splendid, wonderful. You all look beautiful, handsome, all the words you can use in the mortal's language to describe perfection.
What an idea.
Hey, where's Rocco?
As the elevator door open, you guys find yourself on what looks like to be kind of maybe third or second highest level here of the mall. You can see the mall down below as there's this large pane of glass all the way in the back corner, and you can see that looks like to be the spiral levels of like 4 floors that this wheeled mall has on top of the normal ones that are below. You see that it's got the various shops. There's even floating pieces and specks of like shops and things moving about. But for the most part, you notice that people are leaving, except for the upstairs where the party's going down. You can see there is an amalgamation of people here. Demons, angels, mages, gods, everything you could think of. There's an eldritch being in the back as well that's kind of, just messing about and whatnot. And at the moment, you see the schmoozer of this place very much taking control of everything. All the pieces down, laid, and ready to go as you see the wonderful Rocco. Sunglasses, even though it is not sunny inside, suit fresh and dapper. You can see it's a little bit more of a tan nature, festive holiday. You can smell the aftershave coming off of him. And at the moment, you see he's talking to one of the nearby guys. Well, I tell you what, Mayor Frey, your car is going to be great, all right? It's going to be fantastic. You're going to get so much horsepower out of that damn thing. Ain't no one ever going to catch you, all right? Kind of goes, I'll give your word to it, buddy. All right. I have to go now. Thank you. Hey, stay alive out there. And with that, kind of goes, oh my God, Vic.
Rocco, buddy. And I go to give Rocco a hug.
Oh, and it kind of gives it very much like a very warm hug that kind of goes in. It has been too long, guys. How you freaking doing?
Great, Rocco. Great. Good to see you.
You smell like a kitchen fire. Sweet Lord, damn. You want some of the, he kind of pulls out a bottle.
Don't
like,
spray me with that. I will.
Hey, okay, yeah, all right. Hey,
Yeah.
Do you, right?
Rocco?
Hey, you're looking fresh, you're looking dapper, my king, my guy, my liege.
Thank you. You look very good yourself. the limo situation was really unexpected. I didn't know you had that kind of money.
Oh, I don't. My boss said that, I can invite my +1, but, he didn't say how many +1s, Always get in the system.
That makes way more sense.
Yeah, Rocco, I think +1 would usually equal 1, but I'm not complaining.
I mean, you guys all look like you needed, a party. You look like you needed your spirits up. You look like you needed something, a little fire under your belly.
Spirit's great, actually, but thank you.
Thank you, Rocco. And Misfit will walk over to Rocco and put an arm around his shoulder, very amicably. Thank you for understanding that some people maybe need to address how they're feeling.
About what?
Are you gonna really make me say it, Vic?
Oh, guys, we don't have to do this here. You know what it is.
You know what, Rocco? I think you're right. Really, mess with the vibe of the party, right? Besides, I'm fine.
Let me introduce you guys to somebody. Hey, Jenny! And with that, you see he kind of goes over, pulling you guys over to one of the sections. And what you see before you is this sort of very long, maybe about like maybe 6-7 foot tall, very insectoid like skin with these sort of butterfly wings in the back. Their face almost like normal, but a little bit features are slightly more distinct, like a statue almost, or something that is sculpted rather than born. And you see a beautiful fairy before you. And with that, you see they kind of turn around, very beautiful dress with like sparkling reds that kind of shine over, and they kind of go, "Well, howdy there."
Hey.
How? Oh, how? Eden is looking between Rocco and Jenny, and Rocco and Jenny. How? Howdy. Howdy.
I know. How could a guy like me bag such a beautiful butterfly in the wings to my heart? And he kind of goes on a whole spiel. And with that, Jenny kind of goes, "Oh, well, you could slide dog, you and your words."
It was Rocco's words that got you.
Well, among other things. And you see Rocco go, "This is my lovely partner, Jenny. Jenny works upstairs in management. They're the secretary for our boss, Mr. Dinkelman. Dinkelman owns this section of the mall. Yeah, we met. It's a funny story." She goes, it's a lovely story. So he came in, right? And I was in the car shop doing some paperwork, and he came in with his car man, seller charm, all right, trying to sell me this latest model Ferrari, right? He said, "A woman like me deserves the finest. A woman like me deserves to have the air flowing through me." And I just... Oh, he captured my heart, even though I wasn't there for a call. Yeah, you did. You strung me along, you. And then they kind of go in their story, a lot of mishaps and mismeets, and then finally asking out. It's a whole lovely story that you all hear. We've been partners for some months now, but I think we're doing strong. I want you guys to meet Jenny.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Jenny.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, you're vicious. You're Miss Vote or Miss Foot?
Miss Foot.
Miss
Yeah.
Foot. Miss Foot. I'm gonna get it right. Don't worry, I'm gonna get it right. And then you must be Heaven. And Rocco goes,
Something like that.
Common mistake. Eden.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is Heaven about? Oh, I would love to meet Heaven if you'd be so kind. Or are they kind of shy in that sense?
We could send you to heaven.
I think
Heaven's
that,
dead. Heaven's dead.
You
Heaven's
see a number
super
of people
dead.
around you go, just, and
They say it loud, like a little screechy. The speaker's whine.
Don't worry about it, folks. A little joke.
they're not joking.
Change the tempo. And with that, you see the band in the back kind of begins back up with another song. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to be of offense. And you see that their form begins to shrink, almost in reaction, as they start to feel very bad. And their sort of brightness turns into like a deep neon blue. You see flowers of like bioluminescence begin to grow in their skin as they shrink ever so slightly.
Okay. It's fine, Jenny. No worries, you didn't know.
To be fair, we haven't really talked about it very much, so it's understandable.
What's
that
there
people don't
to
know.
talk about?
Yes, you beat me to it.
Yeah, Heaven's dead, and it's fine.
And we're
It happened a
live.
few months ago, so we're fine.
Well, I'll leave you to it. I'm sorry. I do have to go. I think Mr. Dinkelman needs me real quick, but it's been lovely to meet you all, and sorry for your loss again.
Thanks, Jenny.
It's great meeting you.
And as they go off, you guys immediately see, "Heads up, doofus!" As you see, like almost like football style, a gallon of water that is meant for the party gets splashed onto Rocco, as he's like very much the Kermit meme of people going, "Ah." As you see, behind him seems to be another individual. Their hair, a little bit longer, slick, very much of like the cover models you see, and like new hair, kind of, styling. You see it's ever so luscious and flowing. Their eyes bright red. Their suit more expensive and a little bit more tidy up, and even a watch on this bad boy. As he comes up and goes, classic freaking Rocco, man. You see Rocco go, "Oh, you got me, Johnny."
Vic doesn't have a purse, but I would imagine that if she did, the purse would be put down on the nearest table. Rocco, who is this?
"Oh, this is my buddy, my best friend. This is Johnny Pronto." "Hey, how you doing, Johnny Pronto?" You see, pulls out a card that's in there. "Johnny Pronto, best car salesman around. You need it? I got it, baby. Here you go. Here's one for you. Here's one for you. And here's one for you, my liege. You know you're a king. You need to drive like a king. That's not just from me. That's from the whole neighborhood, okay? Just want to let you know."
Well, devils can teleport through portals of hell, so we don't really
Your
need a
dad
car.
thought so too, and then look what happened to him. I mean, you don't know, no disrespect, but look what happened to him. Okay, you need status. You need a symbol. You need something that says, "Hey, here I am. This is what I'm about."
I don't think that the reason that I banished my father from hell was that he didn't have a nice car.
I'm just saying, tomato, oranges, apples, they're all connected in this big circle of life, I'm just saying, hey, you need a car, you need something fast, you need something, for the, I heard you back on the market, so if you need something to, get the, populace in, you got that marriage thing you gotta work out,
Yeah, but we're not here to talk about hell. We're here to talk about the weird Mall of America. What's so weird about this place anyway?
What isn't weird about this place? Am I right, Rocco? He kind of gives like a very hard slap on the back that you can hear, just like,
That's 2 strikes. That's 2. That's twice.
Eden kind of like puts they like put the hand on your chest, to like hold you back a little bit. Wait till the 3rd strike.
Okay.
With that, he kind of goes, you know what it is. I mean, a number of things with all the great stuff that's here. Recently, this place is getting a new level constructed, primarily to get more business in. We're going to get more of like a banking division in here, get a lot more business-like folk and everything. Mr. Dinkelman's been working really hard on this. He's been really rooting for us. He owns part of the car, place that we work at, and, business import export is going to be coming into the mall, so it's going to be a big step up. The music park that's down below, it's almost opened up, so get a couple tourists. We're going to make the money. Ain't that right, Rocco? Yeah, we're going to make money. Excuse me, hey Vic, can you help me out here? I think I need some of your heat in order to dry off the water.
Yeah, I got you, buddy. And like rubbing hands together and letting my hands turn to furnaces, I just
Vroom, just very much like air heaters.
Yeah,
As
literally.
you guys go off to the side there, leaving with these two. Yeah, so it's a big thing. Things are coming up. We're coming up. Rocco, he's an all right salesman, but he's doing good. I'm showing the kid the ropes. So yeah, it's going great.
Glad to hear it. What was that you were saying about being back on the market?
To me? Not for me. For that one over there.
Yeah, what was...
I have no idea what that's about because, I mean, And I think Misfit is like making awkward hand gestures at Eden, like you know, like you, me.
Oh. Sure.
You know, among a lot of things that we we haven't talked about, I suppose that's one of them.
So Johnny, you what's up with this new floor?
And it's banking stuff. It's like deposits, more like entrepreneurship.
Yeah, sure, but are they putting anything interesting in the vaults? Artifacts, magic items?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple things, but nothing I know really. Nothing that catches my good old eye. And as you're kind of talking, hey, excuse me, but there's this really hot secretary, and they're under the mistletoe, so I'm gonna take my chance. As you see, he kind of goes over. Hey, Susan!
Does that count as the third strike?
Do you think Rocco would get upset or maybe fired if we killed him? Just
if we get
out of
caught.
curiosity.
Just don't get caught.
We probably shouldn't do that, yeah.
Yeah. Or, hear me out. You open up a portal of hell. We push him through. We walk into the portal of hell, kill him, walk back in.
Technically, that is my jurisdiction, and, nobody can tell me that I did anything wrong over there, so...
Yeah. You're the king now.
Yeah. And I mean, that has benefits for all of us.
All of us.
All of us. And Misfit kind of like looks at Eden in particular when he says that.
I don't need to run hell. I just need to run my diner.
If hell was benefiting me, I feel like I wouldn't have to work so much to make rent.
Well, I mean, that's not the only reason that you've been at work so much.
What do you mean? I like work.
Since when?
Since I traded in being a dog of the initiative and became a bounty hunter.
Okay, and I know that working for yourself is very nice.
Self-employed, yes. It's really nice. I make my own hours.
Yes, but have you considered putting a break into those hours and not just working yourself into the ground? I've noticed that this coincided with, well, now that we've said it, Heaven's Death.
What? Heaven's Death, okay, yeah. Everything's not about Heaven's Death, Misfit.
Well, it seems like nothing's about Heaven's Death.
That's actually what I was going to say. Nothing is about Heaven's Death because heaven is dead and we're alive.
And you don't feel anything.
I read in a magazine once that the best way to get over a breakup is to move on. Good and quickly. And what is death if not a breakup from life?
And I think in this instance, before you guys are able to continue more, the lights begin to dim down. You guys kind of make your way off to sort of a section that you think is comfortable, which is by the glass. And at this moment, the music kind of simmers a bit. Here, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for your lovely mall manager, Mr. Dinkelman. And with that, you see a light splash down on one of the nearby ramparts. You see what looks like to be an older gentleman. He's got a cane on his sign, refined, a bit whitish skin. But the thing that I think that you notice the most, not magical by any means. This is as human gets. It's kind of strange that this normie is running what seems to be a kind of cultural powerhouse of magical society. It's a bit strange, but you see he kind of walks down and kind of goes, well, thank you everyone for coming. Big round of applause to the Karl team for putting this shindig together. If I'm not mistaken, it was all me. That's right, boss. As you see Johnny kind of go and take the credit before Rocco gets a word in. Johnny, and Rocco. And Rocco, let's not forget Rocco. You see Rocco kind of go, bang. Well, it's the holiday season, and it's a good time to remind ourselves, no matter where we come from, no matter what time of the season it is, that we're all here for each other. The mall is a cultural place not only for the hip, rad kids, but also for us who build this society over time. You see kind of a clap. Now, we do have some presents under the Christmas tree, but what's that? And with that, you see one of the nearby boxes begins to spring up. And as it goes in the middle of the room, as you all are immediately flung back with the force of this bluish explosion, as the three of you get busted through the opening of the glass. You feel that in slow motion, this magic slightly affects you as you see the light of it hits your skin, not necessarily burning you, but ever so slightly you feel a bit colder. I'm gonna need everybody here to roll a tough check. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna make it a difficulty 8.
Oh man.
Oh, you gotta have to explode on this. You do have, I believe everybody here has a token. So do keep that in mind if you need to get to add +1 to your thing. But I'm gonna need a tough check from everyone.
So question.
Yes.
Do we need to declare the use of turbo tokens before we roll, or can we do it after we roll?
You can do it after.
Okay.
I assume that using a turbo token doesn't make our dice blow up. Like if I roll a 3 and use a turbo token,
It adds
okay.
+1.
Oh no, it does. It does.
it
If you go from 3 to 4, it does.
It counts
Yeah.
as a blow up? Okay, I'm going to do that then, because I got
Okay.
a turbo token. Thank you.
I got
You
So
both got 3s.
I got a
Okay.
3. I'm gonna use a turbo
Hey,
token. Blow it
let's
up
go!
as well.
Let's
Hey,
go!
donations, they work.
Thank you to our donos for giving us this opportunity.
I would roll a 1 on my fucking d6.
No. Oh god.
5.
All right.
Makes sense for Eden.
7 total.
I got an 8.
Fantastic. So with that in mind, 8, Vic, you're not taking any damage at all. From my other
Let's
two,
go.
You are taking a point. You're superficial, so nothing is happening yet. In this game, there's 3 tiers. First tier, superficial, nothing really happens. But with that, slow motion, and then speeds up as you guys 1 floor, 2 floor, 3 floor, and all the way to the ground as you guys crash into the food court area. Vic, you manage to catch yourself using everything in your power and kind of land in the water as you sort of use that momentum against you. Eden, you land directly on a steel table as you just ding, it cracks, but luckily you begin to sort of heal midway, but you can hear your crack curling out. Great.
Fuck.
And then Eden, I'm sorry, Eden, Misfoot, you crash into the Prince Burger as you sort of
That's so funny.
as you land into the buns. It doesn't hurt too much, but you feel a little weird from the explosion.
There's like fries coming out of his hair as Misfoot is like up against the food in the Prince Burger.
We good, Mythics?
No! What the fuck was that?
Screaming, you're fine.
Did you hear that?
Huh?
That's from Eden's body, sort of like
Oh.
very much Blair witching at the moment.
No, I think
trying
that's
to
even
fix its
funnier.
back.
That's still a funny response.
Yeah, that's me. Fine.
They just
God.
kill
God,
that
you sound
guy?
awful. What was that, Vic?
Did they just kill that guy?
Eden,
How
like, looks
far
up.
are we? Yeah, like
You
how far
are-
are we from the?
That was like the floor. You're all the way on like the first floor of the weird mall, so you're very much at like the bottom.
What the
Oh.
fuck? Wait, what floor? We were at? Yeah, we were at second from the
You're like-
top, right?
You were on like there's 7 floors. The 7th floor is still being constructed. The 6th floor is like done. You're
Okay,
at
so
the
we were at
5th.
5.
Yeah, so you got 5 floors, and you're at the bottom of it. So you're at the base.
Okay, we just got blown away. 4 floors. That guy's not alive. Where's Rocco?
Rocco's nowhere near.
Is
We
anybody?
were sitting by the glass. I think we got blasted out of the glass side.
You're the only ones that got blown up in a sense. I guess it wasn't supposed to be. You think it was more like a threatening bomb, but just the way the force and impact, especially where you guys were, kind of pushes you guys off.
Okay, that's fine. All right. What the fuck was that? And I think Vic begins to fly, and then almost like someone that's driving a plane wrong, like has never driven a plane, kind of drifts and then crashes into something, but is like still levitating. What the fuck?
Hey, what's wrong with you?
I'm having trouble flying, and then tries
should
again. Like,
Just
Okay,
into
well,
the witch, into the smooth.
you might have hit your head a little too hard or something. Come here. And Misfit will, I think, like go to where Vic is levitating and like hold on to her hand and then like grab Eden. And I think there's like a hesitation as Misfit like goes and is like unsure where to. And there's like a hovering of Misfit's hand.
They just take it quickly, and the tattoos burn you.
And there's a slight wince in Misfit's face, but they don't like release and they allow Eden to hold on to their hand. And Misfit says, okay, we're going to go up there and we're going to figure out what's going on. And Misfit is going to pull out his wings once more and attempt to teleport straight up into onto the fifth floor.
Grab both, you begin to go up, but as you do, your magic, and you end up at this point, as you find yourselves now in the toy shop for some reason, as you find yourselves in the aisle. You're like maybe on the first floor now, but your magic isn't doing too well.
Misfit, how many times do I have to tell you that you can't actually do that?
No, I can. This isn't where I wanted to go, though.
Yeah, that means that you're not able to. 1 second. And Eden clarifies. Like everything about them becomes a little bit more focused, intense, alert, and there's like a sonic ringing off of their body, or there would be if this worked well. Because I think as they try, they're like, I'm just gonna melt the floor above us into sand. I'm just gonna take it away. I'm just going to eat it backward out of reality and pull it into myself. And they can feel their heart, this heavy, heavy, heavy thing in their chest, this thing that's still made of meat and organ and not sand, not dreams. Pulse, pull, and then I'm gonna try it, Chris. What happens when I try to turn the ceiling into sand?
Oh, give me a witch check. Let's do, I'll do an 8 again. Let's do an 8 wits.
Okay, an 8 wits.
For a second, I thought you said a witch check, and I was like, there's a witch
Is there a
stat.
witch check?
Look, I mean,
2.
it's easy, man. Modulability. 2. You try doing that, but instead you see a part of the wall kind of goes off and multiple pieces of like the furniture on the court, like the food court area, kind of goes off, making this big noise, and you hear from the top, "Did you hear that?" And you guys see coming from the glass, crawling like an kind of like insect-like nature, this weird-looking elf that's a little bit more north, like say Norse, there we go, Norse in nature, as it's sort of got these insect-like wings, this very astute face as it's kind of climbing over and just looking with its multiple eyes. I did not see what that was. Jerry, Steve-O, do you see anything? You just hear, oh, I see none. Yeah, I haven't seen anything. How about you, Steve-O? You see anything? And I think, in this instance, I'm gonna roll real quick to see.
Sorry,
Give me
Steve.
1 second.
What's that
Steve-O. You do, they're
jackass
giving like
doing here?
variations of like Steve, like Steve-O, Steve. I can roll it.
Oh, like they're all named Steve?
Steve, Steve-O, Stove. With that,
Stove.
So,
Sven.
God.
Sven,
Sven.
you, Misfoot, you kind of have your back against one of the nearby plushy sections, and with that, you don't notice it, but you see there's an elf on a shelf that's eyes moves, grabs a knife from its back, and lunges at you from the top.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna need you to make a tough
Stabbed.
check for me, please.
I'm sorry. A what check?
As you just a tough check, as you just hear
Okay.
from the top. As
Dear
it's like
Lord.
dual blade. I'm gonna say a tough check of, let's make it 7. So you're rolling your highest dice, or you're at a D6 if I wasn't mistaken.
Yeah, I got a 3.
Got a 3?
No, we're not hitting that.
You actually go to your next stage of harm here already. You're at severe if I'm not mistaken. So-
I haven't taken any injuries yet, I don't think. So I think this is the first one.
I thought you failed your coming down from the glass, no?
Oh, did I? I thought we succeeded it because I got
We
It
got
was-
an
you got a
eight.
7
I
if I'm
succeeded.
mistaken.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
yeah,
you-
I'm on
so-
severe.
2 Tober tokens for 1 now, so you're at super severe. As you see, coming from this, you guys don't see it. Even though its legs are loose, they somehow wrap around you, and this thing just starts stabbing in various regions around your neck as you, like this Muppet-like puppet is stabbing you at the moment, as you guys all see this immediately from the back as they just go to town on Misfoot, just
And I think you hear Misfoot yelling out, "Get this thing off of me!"
Eating clicks into place. It's fast, it's brutal, and it is quite intense that they are more like an animal trying to rip this thing off of Misfit.
Fantastic. If you want to brawl, unless you're gonna pick something up and use a weapon. I don't think it matters too much because they're both force, but I leave it up to you.
Okay. I can go with Brawl.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have any turbo tokens. Yet. Chat.
Yeah. Hey, donate,
Hey,
chat.
Hey,
donate.
hey, hey,
Cool.
hey, 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 hey,
I will
hey,
raise
hey,
my
that's a
hand
4,
and
baby.
offer. I forgot that I have an ability called Relentless that gives me 2 turbo tokens when I fail a check. I failed 2 checks so far, so I have 4. Can
Well,
I
you do
spend
also
them?
have a turbo token, Nita. My bad. I always forgot as well because you failed, so you do have one.
Oh,
Okay.
I do have
Because when
one.
you fail, you take one. So you get 4, Misfit. But you were gonna say?
I was gonna say, are we allowed to spend them for each other
Do you
to
have
help?
a perk? I think
I
you guys
rolled a
do.
4. I exploded.
Oh, never
At
mind.
least
Oh, okay.
on this.
You explode. So roll
And
d6 now.
a 5 on the d6. So
5.
4 plus 5?
So you should be good. You succeed. So with that, what are you doing as you see like this elf on a shelf is trying to like it's stabbing, putting its legs. Its legs aren't necessarily strong. It's loose. They just have managed to tie it in a knot. So it's this weird thing that's just stabbing this foot.
Yeah, they like it's like when you grab like a cat by the scruff. They grab the elf kind of by like the hat and the beautiful cute little knitted scarf, and they just start like ripping. I think they put like a foot on Misfit's back and like rip it off to try to put themselves between it and Misfit.
Now, how far are you throwing? I'll say because you didn't go by more than 5. You rip it off, and as you do, it's like lays on the ground, its legs going, and with that, you see it looks at you. and immediately just kind of skirts like almost like a bug and begins to kind of just go around the corner, like speeding with its 2 arms around the corner. Just
They try to stomp at it, but they miss.
make one more, I'm gonna say brawl check.
Okay. A 1.
A 1. You just take another turbo attack in, but it manages to speed out the way. As you guys are like, what the hell was that?
Did you just get attacked by a Muppet?
I got stabbed. Yeah. What the fuck was that?
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thankfully,
okay?
its knife was tiny.
You're good?
Yeah. Thank you.
You hear on apparently a radio, even though it is small in nature because of the individual who had it, so it's like very much like tiny a bit, but you can hear clear enough through it of just like, did you take care of the culprits, Steve-O? Steve-O, I need you to check
And
in.
Mistwood picks up the tiny radio and like throws it to Vic.
Hey, I don't know who you are, or why you stabbed Misfit with a tiny knife. But no, I'm going to find you, and I'm going to eat you.
What? Who is this?
And then I crush the tiny... What is it? The tiny...
Yeah, it's just like
thing.
almost like a tic-tac.
Walkie-talkie.
I throw it away. I've always wanted to say that. Why are we being attacked by elves? Or Muppets?
I don't know. We should get up there quickly.
Do we? I think we have to just like take the stairs.
No, I haven't taken stairs in years.
Welcome to my life.
I will say, without rolling for it per se, you do know that since this is a mall, they do have back ways as well. So you don't necessarily, you can go either main direct, or if you want to sneak about, you can use sort of the back way, the way sort of like stores are connected to each other via the back roads for people to come in and out of.
Have the Mythics ever snuck anywhere? Ever?
You tell me.
Vic sure hasn't.
I think we've tried. Not very good at it. So I think maybe we try.
Okay.
Success not
try it.
guaranteed.
Success not guaranteed.
Fantastic. As you guys begin to go in the back, the camera pans over. We see what looks like to be this individual with a scar over their eye, peppermint candy eye. They seem to be more of a traditional elf of like, you know, what you would see in holiday movies, as their attire is almost a mix of like festive fun with I'm on a mission sort of suit and even diabolical. He kind of goes, well, it seems we have party crashes. I'm gonna need Steve Rio and your squad to take care of this. 3 other individuals. Aye, we'll take care of it. As they will go and proceed to deal with you. But in that moment, we're going to take a quick break, everyone.
God, these elves are so diverse.
Diverse elves.
Diversity win. The elves trying to kill you are kind of neat.
Diversity win. The elves that are killing you are trans.
With that, we'll be right back, everyone. So use a baño, grab yourself a snack, and we'll be right back. We'll see you soon. Welcome back, everyone, to the second half of our stream. We're at 62% right now, which means we hit our first milestone. So after the stream is over, we're going to do a giveaway. Whoever has entered into or donated to be part of that. Where the first milestone is for Pink City, so a bunch of fine folk and a lot of geek clothing, $50 off of their full order. So that's going to be given away. We're trying to get to 200, so we're almost there. The 200 is a Tale of the Valiant slipcase that we've gotten for our other show here that we want to give to you as a milestone if we get it. So donate more in, help the crew out, make their lives worse. Hell, make them a GM to make my life a living hell. But with that in mind, let's get back into it. As we find the group, you are slinking into the sort of concrete walls of the mall at the moment. For speed's sake, I say that you're able to sort of circumpass the second floor as you're finding yourself on the third at the moment. If you were going to relate it to what exactly each level, you would say the third floor is a little bit more department store. So it's a lot of clothing and regular items and all that good stuff that is going on there. So with that in mind, you guys are sneaking about. What are we doing here as you're sneaking about and going?
As we're sneaking about, Eden kind of turns, looks slightly backward at where Misfit and Vic are. You know why? We never actually go out or do anything. It's because every time we go out and do anything, something tries to kill us. Something tries to fucking murder us. Wherever we go, there's always a problem. That's why I don't like leaving the diner. And they're just kind of they've been mumbling this basically since we came up. It's a long tirade finally coming to an end, I think.
Let's be real, Eden. The reason that things keep trying to kill us is usually because one of us, usually you, but sometimes me, have killed the other thing first, and someone wants revenge.
Okay, I don't remember fucking up a bunch of Christmas elves.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost on this one myself.
I think this one might just be unlucky.
Yeah, well, whenever I step out of the diner, there's a lot of bad luck that runs in there.
What do you mean by that?
Unlucky, Vic, I always happen.
But as you guys are sneaking, going through, you find yourselves at a dead end. As you see, there is a door that opens into the main department store that's ahead, but it seems like this section cuts off here, so you're gonna have to go into the store.
See what I fucking tell you. And Eden cracks open the side door into the department.
Fantastic. I'm gonna need all of you to give a sneak check. I will say for you, Eden, since you're going first, you can explode that dice if you want, or you can use it for anything else. I'll leave it up to you. I'm gonna say sneak. Let's do, I think a 7 is good.
Oh.
And thank you to our donation for allowing Z to explode that die.
Thank you for the
thank
explosion.
you.
Honestly, I have. Did you do it?
An 8.
Congratulations. Is that 2 explosions?
Well, I actually don't know how this works. If I explode my die, do I roll both of them, or do I just roll one?
Just one. But were you at a D6? I think you were at a D6, or unless
Oh.
it was D4,
Yeah.
you explode, so you were using a D6. So what did you get in your D6?
A 4.
4? Okay.
I got a fucking 1, so no.
Fantastic. So, token.
I got a 3. I used a turbo token to explode. Then I got another 3, so I have a total 7.
7. All right. So you, Misfit, are sneaking. Right now you're in a department store, so very much you're like Predator in the marshes, as you're like in between sweaters going through. Also, you're kind of the shorter one of the group too, so I mean, not that anybody's bringing it up, but you know, it's good to be short in this moment as you're going through. But for my other two, as you're going through, you hit like one of the intersections, the lanes in which you have to go through. Misfit, you do it on, no problems whatsoever. But for my other two, as you get into the main hall, or that main sort of open area, you see a bright light shines at your face. You hear bagpipes blare the sounds of some revolutionary theme, and you see what looks like to be 3 smallish elves that are on what looks like to be one of these almost like shopping carts modified with various weapons. And you swear, and I'm just saying you swear, the blades and like the spikes, they're baked goods. It's like cookies and really hard baguettes. And you see that these elves are like cookie elves. As you hear, "You have trespassed!" and screaming at them. "The sanctity of our heist! And you shall pay the ultimate price! Fire!" I'm gonna need tough checks from the both of you. Make them 5. As you see, they start to just unload these like really sharp cookies. It's just fling, fling, fling. Yes, Miss Foot?
Who also failed?
Do I hear this? Like the elves
sure.
yelling this out, and
You heard the bagpipes blare, the lights on, and then also just shoot from the corner, even though you're hidden.
what aisle are we in this department store?
You seem to be within maybe between men and women's clothing at the moment.
Can I improv grab a shoe and try and like intercept like I want to what I'm attempting to do while I see this. So I imagine that my reaction is somewhat delayed because I have to first see them what they're doing. So they still get shots off regardless. But what Misfit is going to try to do is grab the nearest like high-heeled like boot from the women's like clothing aisle, and is going to try and like slide down the aisle towards the shopping cart and like jam the shoe into a wheel to try and like tumble their little contraption that they've got going on.
Due to the fact that you're hidden, I'm going to say 4 DC 4 weapons. As you're hidden, and it's a shopping cart. It's not like a tank, it's just a shopping cart, so it's not too bad.
But in the meantime, how do the other 2 do?
I'm gonna wait for you first. I'm gonna see, because if you can do your thing,
Oh,
then I'll
okay.
roll.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's on you.
Yeah, that was a bad thing to say, Chris. That was a bad thing to say. It's on you.
I got a 1.
A 1. Lovely, lovely. With that, you take a token here. You grab the shoe, or 2 tokens, my bad. You get 2 tokens. You grab a shoe, and with that, you, as you run, one of the nearby leaky sort of ceilings, drip, drip, drip. You, and as you guys are like in this light, almost ready to dodge, you see Misfit come out of nowhere, slip, and just like across. As the elves look, okay, whatever that was, fire! I need tough checks for the 2 of you. 5, if you'd be so kind.
What am I beating?
5, DC 5.
Oh, hilariously, I got a 5 on the die, but I want it to explode, so I'm going to use a turbo token. To give me a
Fantastic. If you do more than 5, then usually you get to control the situation of it.
Oh, let's fucking go. I'm going to roll again.
I'm gonna roll again, rolling.
I got a 2.
Oh, no.
So
Fantastic.
makes sense to me.
So with that, you immediately go. What did you get again? Zo, what did you
I
get?
realized that I needed to use a different dice because it exploded.
It's a D8 if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, 5. So I got the big number. Whatever.
You're 10.
Yeah.
So I'll give it to you for a hot second here. How are you? Eden, you're still gonna get hit, but for you, how do you kind of deal with this situation as you're like, you see these cookies and these like various desserts being shot at you, and they are hard, that to the point that you see like the metal poles, they think, go into it. So how are you dealing with this situation?
If I remember correctly, my teeth are gone, but not the ones in my mouth. So I think there's a moment where Vic, we still got a few of them. I think there's a moment where Vic is like biting like at the gingerbreads that are coming at them, and then the mouths on the hands, just 2 of them, 1 and 2, crunch, 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 and is like running forward at this weird blade machine until I get to it, and I just, what is this?
You see, as the bagpipes play, these are the cookies of our fathers and our fathers' fathers of the stone cold decades being buried. He's giving a whole speech of like Braveheart style as they go, launch the next set of cookies.
Well, I hate to crumble your cookie, but this is enough.
As you say that, you dodge one of like these almost like catapult like of like hard cookie dough, and at that point, Eden, you get hit upside the head by one of it. As you go, oh, what the
Real. Some of it gets in their mouth. Fuck you, this is way too sweet. What kind of batter is this?
It is the batter of our father and our father's father.
What are you even doing here? I have an ability called Interrogator, which lowers the DC of a wits check by 3 to draw information out of an opponent.
Fantastic. And we got another explode dice, so you can explode your dice into the next form here.
My wits is going up.
Intimidating? You're at a what, D6 now or a D8?
Yeah.
Which one?
D6.
D6?
Oh, it exploded, it's a D8.
The D8? I'm gonna make it I'll do 7. 7's a nice spot. So 7 is for the difficulty. I'll make it a 7.
And I just rolled a D8, eh? Oh, but
Yes.
it gets lowered by 3.
Yeah, so whatever it is. So then technically it's gonna be a 4.
Okay. 8, baby! Let's go! Exploded! Now down to the D12.
Yeah. 12, yes.
Ah! Oh god, I dropped it, but then I caught it off my desk. 10! Okay, 18, baby!
Fantastic. So you're asking, he's like, what are you doing here, right?
What's happening? What heist? Who baked this shit?
We follow our Lord Candy. For too long have our other elves have been brought down by the holidays of the spirits. We are nothing more but knickknacks in compared to the festive holidays. So we're here to steal the spirit of holidays.
Okay.
You're what?
We're stealing the spirit of holidays.
What? As
You see what you
Eden's
guys
drawing,
did?
making some distraction here for
As
the
this
other
is
two.
happening, Misfit has gotten up from their like wet slip and slide that they improvisational slip and slide that they just took, and I think he found like a giant like plastic candy cane, and he grabbed that and is yelling out, just like screaming, and comes out and says. And he just goes, and I think he just like whacks this like elf that is talking, like right in the back, like towards like Eden and Vic.
Fantastic.
Almost like a baseball that is being like lobbed towards you two.
Weapons check 5.
All right. Please. Okay, hold on. I got a 1, but I'm gonna spend 3 tokens to
You have
blow
6
it up.
tokens, technically, because you're at 2, so every 2 is to 1 because you're at severe.
Oh right. Crap. Then I can't blow it up because I only have 5 tokens. I would need 6 to do it.
To
So
get a 5? Oh, to blow it up.
I got a 1.
to blow it
I
up.
see. I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
As you go,
Misfit's
there's
not having a good day.
There's another wet spot that you didn't notice, and you just see them slide again.
But this time, like holding a candy cane.
Yeah, they're holding a giant candy cane.
Why is Misfit playing around? So you're an oppressed group of people.
We are an oppressed people who do not get the values that those of the holiday spirits get.
Okay. I don't love the holidays, so I think we could be on the same page, but that doesn't answer the question. Why are you attacking us?
Because you're not with the rest of the hostages, which means you are
Huh?
against us. Hostages, you understand the word? You see, kind of goes, hostage? Hostages. Sorry, hostages.
Oh, thank you for the plurality. And I don't know, I'm gonna hit this guy.
Okay. Make a brawl check.
Fucking silly. Oh, I have a thing for that, don't I? Martial arts artist. Whenever they... Well, I can spend a turbo token, which I don't think I have, so never mind. I'm gonna roll... I do have one? I don't... No, I used one already. I used my
I think
one.
you used
Have
it,
you used your one?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna roll. Oh, not bad. A 6. What am I beating?
I think a 6 will beat it. I didn't say it, but a 6 will
Oh.
kind of beat it because they're very distracted. You see that at this point they're arguing of us like, did I say it right? I think I said it right. And I think at this point you smack one of the other ones, but you're able to grab the leader, and you see the rest of them go, no, please, that's our leader, that's our kingsman, our leader, our liege lord of our father's father. Please put him down.
I'm going to eat your father if you don't call off this attack.
You see the older gentleman that you have, you can feel like the whiskers of his like long beard on your arm. It's okay, boys. Let me die. You will be your father's father. We can't do that to your father. Lay down your arms. Yeah. It's a very like Braveheart, like tortured. You'll never take a freedom.
Look, have you ever been eaten by a mouth that's on a hand?
It's okay. It's okay, Father. We'll tell you anything you need to know. We can tell you the whole plan. Just let our father go. Let our pa go.
I'll let him go after you tell us.
Okay. We'll tell you everything you need to know. We were hired by a man named Kande. With a K, not a C.
Okay.
Kande was one of the many elves that worked for your Santa Claus. But he didn't particularly feel like he was getting his just due. I mean, you look at Coca-Cola. Do you see elves? No, you see the big guy, right? You see, it's always Santa. The elves don't get much, and then all us other elves get roped into the holiday elves. So that's bad for business. Luckily, we're in cookie making, but for everyone else, it's not as good.
I'm not trying to blame you, just question, have you tried unionizing?
It's more of a cultural thing than a work thing.
Okay.
Well, anyway, we are hired and we're working all together, right? In order to steal the spirit of the holidays. It was transferred here into the banking section where we're running a heist right now.
Okay. So, if you get this thing, you'll leave, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, once we steal the spirit of the holidays, it will be ours to control. And then from there forward, he goes into a little bit more fanatical. As he just very much of like, it's kind of a bad thing if they get it. We told you what you wanted to know, so let our father go. You say, I'm disappointed in you boys.
I drop him. Which probably isn't great, because he's probably at a height that sucks for him, but I drop him.
Strong legs, he just bounces
thank
a bit.
God. Okay, so,
if you want, there's a walkie-talkie. It's how we communicate with each other.
Yeah, I don't know, I pick the guy back up, and I'm like, someone, get on the walkie-talkie and say that everything's good.
You hear, we cleared them out. We don't know who they were, but they won't be seeing the light of day, because we killed them. So we'll go after their fathers after. You hear, okay, whatever, just as long as they're dead. Also, do look out for an idiot in the vents. Will do. Are you still in the bank doing the heist? Yes. Why are you saying it like that? No reason. We'll report back. Ciao. Okay, yeah, okay. And you just kind of... We did your ruse. Now we must go. Because we have
Alright.
dishonored ourselves.
Okay. If you need help unionizing, just like hit me up. I can help you. This sounds like a really shitty situation outside
Don't
of
worry.
culture.
We'll call you. Watch out for the cookies at night. As you see, they kind of begin to take the cart and kind of just... and just kind of go around the corner. Miss Foot, you kind of finally get up as you see there's a mannequin over you. Just...
Eden
Listen,
has
stop playing around.
God, they make these heavier these days. And Misfit gets up and like starts like running at first, like towards you, thinking that the fight is still on, and then like shows up like, okay, where are they? Where are they?
They're just leaving.
Eden
You
is
see
like
them, like,
sitting
carting around the
on
corner.
the floor. Just like Eden is sitting on the floor with their head in their hands.
What happened? Did something terrible happen?
I think I'm gonna eat the spirit of Christmas.
Like a ghost spirit, or
I don't
like
know. It's in the vault.
okay. And where are the elves?
They left.
Also in the vault.
Oh, that too. The
Stealing.
Highlander elves left.
Yeah.
And I think Rocco might be in the vents.
Do you think, and you can hear over the radio that they left? Because these guys were like done. Immediately after, it's
Yeah,
like,
they
well,
gave
we
up.
failed, and just broke out. You hear, hey, hello, anybody there? I'm in the vents. Is this the police? I'm not too familiar with your number. I dialed 911, but I don't think this is a phone. Hello? Anybody there?
Vic, can you please talk to your best friend? I don't
This is
have the heart to
literally-
do it.
This is not a secure line. Whatever.
You do hear, hello, who is this? Who's speaking on the phone right now?
I'm gonna try to sound like. Hello.
Why are you British?
The elves were
Rocco.
British.
This is not a secure line. We're
Who is
coming.
this? You hear the other, who's speaking right now? And
Be
you see-
quiet.
Who the hell do
Rocco,
you think
it's
you are?
vicious. Come to the fountain.
I will find
to
you.
the-
I
to the
will
fountain.
kill you.
Oh my
and then
God.
you switch the line. You see Rocco gotta go, hey, sorry about that. What was with the accent? What was...
I don't know. I tried. The other elves were like Scottish, and I don't know how to do Scottish, so I tried the second closest thing, which is wrong British.
I just don't understand. Why would you do an accent? Like, it doesn't... It
I
wouldn't
mean,
matter.
Get out
Like,
of
you
the
weren't
fucking
even...
vents. Get out of the vents.
Rocco, you tried to call 911 on a hand radio.
Well, I don't know this human stuff. I mean, it looked like a phone. It's big, it's freaking bulky, and it's in a color. It's got numbers and
How did you try
shit.
to dial 911?
Well, I did
There are
911
no
initially.
buttons.
No, it does. This one has buttons. It's got 911, right? But then it's like, you see he touches it, the frequency changes.
Oh my-
Switches again, changes again, and
Give me
then
this.
star, and then that's how I got it. Did you guys hear that? You guys cut out for a second. Did you hear what I did?
We'll be
Rocco,
waiting at the fountain.
Well, no. You don't understand. See, I'm above the bank right now, and for some
Oh.
reason they're trying to break in. I think
Yeah,
this
we're
is
gonna
what
go
they're
there.
trying to steal.
They're gonna steal the spirit of Christmas. I'm gonna eat it so that nobody has it.
Is that a good idea? I don't think if anybody, you. I
I'm
mean, not to
gonna
be
eat
rude.
it so nobody has it, Rocco.
Yeah, but you do understand you are what you eat, and you.
Oh my
would
god,
be-
are you gonna become Santa Claus?
I don't think so.
I don't want
That's
to
not
run the
what I'm
risk
particularly
personally. We should
worried
just let it
about.
go.
I'm just worried about the episodes of Mania that might follow.
Well, it's either a bunch of elves keep being ununionized and probably exploited. Or I eat it and we can all go home because they have nothing to steal.
Oh, and you hear doo-doo, doo-doo. Oh, okay, look, I'm gonna hide in one of the nearby. When you get to the bank, let me know, and then I can like drop on him. I can be like, ha, you know, like.
Stay in the vents, Rocco.
I've been practicing, self-defense, so I can, it kind of makes noises and stuff. I got him. I got this, guys. I'm a mythic. I got this.
Need to make sure that the radio is off. He knows he's not a mythic, right?
Does he know that I killed most people that had that title that aren't us?
See, this is why I think we should talk about things a little more with people, because then people get confused. They don't know.
You're winning me over with this whole communication thing.
What's there to communicate?
Well, at least the mythic stuff, because those people are dead. That's like saying, oh, I'm a gang member and going into another gang or something. You would get shot.
And I think Jenny might be a little upset if that happened.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay.
So, let's go.
With that, you proceed to go at this point now to the 4th floor, getting a little bit closer to the top. At this point, the 4th floor is a little bit more business savvy. You do see that there is more luxury goods and also a little bit more of a business, like a bank and, car dealership. But for the most part, you're thinking probably the bank. As you guys sneak your way in, the door is pure glass. You see, it's like very fresh. It's sort of bright to the point that your eyes hurt a little bit. But you see in the far back these sparks coming off of what looks like to be this glorious vault door, but the sparks don't come from any kind of blowtorch or anything, but rather runes that are emanating this heat off of it. As you see, what is before you is a high elf in this sort of very nonchalant Lord of the Rings-esque armor, as they're like singing ever so slightly to themselves, to the runes as they are trying to break in. You just hear, it's just very whispery in nature and a little creepy from the outside.
Is this what elves are supposed to be like?
How did we get into the vault?
I've got a plan. Chris, I have this ability
Okay.
called Wild Card.
Oh no.
The description of this ability simply reads, "You are a wild card." How do I know how to get into the vault?
You very much Sherlock Holmes' mind palace. You think of the layup, right? And then move it aside. 4th level. Using your photographic knowledge of this floor, the spacing, the knowledge. And as you're going through, looking through, you see Rocco kind of go, hey, if you guys want to get in real quick, you can just, it's kind of a back entrance, though it does require someone to be dead to walk through. It's kind of a weird sail phase, but I think one of you is dead.
Got it. Enid's gonna walk through it.
With that, you kind of go to the back and you can see this as it's like this shadowy like door with various runes and everything on it. As you touch it, everybody else, you just see like Eden phase through a wall for the most part. I'm gonna need stealth checks from Vic and Misfoot as your weight on this side. Let's make a DC. Cayman Seeker do 5. It's 5.
There ain't no way I'm getting this.
I rolled a 6 on my d6, so I blow up.
Explode.
I got a 2.
Fantastic.
13 total.
13 and a 2. with that misfit, you're able to slink into the shadows. But Vic, as you're going to attempt to hide, you hit one of the nearby desk, and one of the elves you see coming from the rampart pops out of the nearby vent and has a bow and arrow held to you. And as you hear in Elvish, though you kind of understand it, but on the screen, the subtitles, you just see, "Stay right there, you monstrosity of mankind."
I was gonna pretend that I don't speak elf. But you need to know, first and foremost, I'm not a man. I'm just a monster. And I'm gonna kick this guy.
Fantastic. We'll get into your fight in a hot second. You, Eden. It's like walking through cobweb. It's nasty. You don't feel great. But you walk in. You see there's a number of bearer bonds and a number of gold, money, all kinds of stuff. But in the center, you see a glowing orb that at first you think is some orb or whatever, but in actuality, it is a highly decorated snow globe that is in the midst of winding up.
I should turn my mic on. Okay. I'm just gonna take that. Eden takes off the hat, the Santa hat.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah. And they stuff it into the hat, and then they put it back on their hat.
Oh, you're just taking it.
And now there's
straight
just this
I
big
thought you were
bulgy skull.
Now, what I thought you were gonna do was replace it so that an
I also
alarm
thought
wouldn't
that.
go off.
Just
And now
Oh,
an
wait,
alarm
that's so much
has to
smarter.
go off.
I'm so sorry. That's so much smarter.
it's too late.
Doing what you said. We're doing what you said.
I'm sorry. an
Especially because
alarm's
now
gotta
there's this
go
big
off.
circular bulge in
I was
Eden's
GM.
hat.
For everyone else, what you see is the one-for-one recreation of Indiana Jones, the beginning of Raiders of the Ark. Just going in, looking about it. They grab it, put it in their hat, and do nothing else. And as they do, it immediately goes off. Brr, 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 and you're eating like,
Oh,
shit, how did
shit.
this happen?
Wait a minute.
You-
Was I supposed to do something else?
The wrong person was able to get in.
With that, we cut right quick to you, Vic. Do a fight check for me, please.
Fucking crying.
Are you brawling or are you gonna use a weapon?
I guess I'm brawling. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brawl. I'm gonna say an 8 for them because they have a little bit more reflexes. They were prepared.
I'm gonna use my martial artist.
Okay.
Whenever I spend a turbo token to force them to use wit instead of brawl tough.
Fantastic. As well, remember we're at 72% if I'm not
Let's
mistaken.
go.
So donate. We're almost there to the goal. 200. We're almost there.
Oh, drop my dice. That's like a caltrop. What if I start crying? Whatever. I'm gonna use it. What am I trying to get? I'm just gonna use my last token because I don't know.
Yeah,
what I
it's
just
an
did
8.
there.
So we're trying to get to an 8.
Okay, well I exploded, so thank God. I'm now gonna use a D6 because I don't know where my D4 is. Yeah, exactly a 6. Let's go.
Hey, fantastic. So how much in total? Just to double check for
Total
my.
is a 6.
I think you're gonna get to 8. I'm mistaken. Did I
Oh
say
God.
8?
Well, that sucks. I failed.
Failed. All right, no problem. With that, you go in swinging, but these are high elves. They know what they're doing. They've seen combat. They live for millennia, and you see very much Legolas style. They use the momentum to sort of swing around and don't even really give you the grace of hitting you in the face. They just slap you across the face. Just front hand slap across the face as you take. I believe this is your first point of damage, so superficial.
It is.
So
Correct.
superficial damage, and you get a token as well. As you see, slaps you across the face. You are not worthy of my blade, monster.
You want to try this again? because
How
I dropped
about
my
the-
dice the first time, and I'm gonna hit him. I'm taking it seriously.
I'm
This
gonna
time.
ask real quick, Misfit, are you doing anything as you watch Vic get just slapped across the face?
By this tiny elf.
It's like
This tiny little elf.
it's this a dainty slap. It's not even like a heart. It's like a how dare you?
I'm going to, because we are like in the vault area, right, where all of these like elves
You're
have
like in the
like,
lobby right now. Like people would
Yeah.
wait before they go in. Yeah.
I think in the beginning of this, as Vic had kind of gotten caught by this elf, Misfit was trying to like look around the area to see if I can find like any remnants of the elves like operation here. So like, did they leave any like weapons or like equipment or anything here like during
Make
that
a
time?
witch check real quick as you're kind of like
Alright.
looking through. I'm gonna say let's do 5. What's 5?
Okay. I'm going to use 6 turbo tokens to
my-
So that's
blow
gonna
up
give-
my die.
So 3 is it gonna give boost you by 3? 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like, okay, just double checking.
Because I rolled a 1. So
Shaboom.
I got 10.
10. Looking around, you see there's a duffel bag, and as you go in, you pull out. You expect a bow, beautiful in nature, to come out. Instead, you see what looks like to be a Glock, a pistol, straight out of this bag, fully loaded. As you see, these elves are strange.
In that case, as Vic is getting daintily slapped by this elf, Misfit's gonna come up from behind and pistol whip the elf on the head.
Weapons check, please.
Oh, please don't fail me now. Oh, I got a 4, so I explode on the die, and that is a total of 8.
8. With that, have that the foul monster. You never. You just see Misfit cover up your hack and just pistol whip them in the back of the neck.
I was taking care of it.
This is faster.
With that, you see coming out, burp, 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 and then coming out the wall, eating.
Why do you make?
I think I set the
noises?
alarm off.
How?
Well, I took the thing off the pedestal it was on.
Did you replace it with something?
No, why would I replace it with something? I'm not leaving anything in there.
The weight sensor.
What?
Okay.
You
Never
see-
mind. And Misfit goes to like grab your hat to see what's in it.
You see what looks like to be like this, almost like magical, like wind up snow globe that seems to be counting towards, Christmas at the moment. You see, it's kind of counting towards it. There's like a mechanical clock in the background that's going by second.
I don't think I can eat this. It doesn't seem.
We should probably like free it, right? Because why were they putting it in a bank vault? That doesn't make any
If you
sense.
break it,
Well.
what happens?
Well. Yeah. No, that's a good. I don't know. I don't understand any of this. The elves want it so they can like. Oh yeah. Let's break it.
As you're like, you hear from the radio, hello? Hello? Is these the Mythics I am speaking to?
And Misfit takes it. No.
Oh, so you don't mind if I kill this Rocco fella, do you?
Oh my fucking
You-
god, bro.
Don't listen to him! He doesn't know what he's talking about! He didn't find me in the thing, trying to call 911 again!
Damn
Are
it,
you? Is this
Rocco.
Is this Curly?
No, Candy with a K.
Cunty candy. Yes.
Not the reason why, but I'll take the compliment. Now, you have something I want, and I have this dumb idiot that you like, I think?
broke it.
Screwed?
How
You
does he
were-
know that?
Your friend
Rocco, what
is a
did you tell
blabbermouth.
him?
I told him everything. I told him everything since the first grade. I told him about when I peed my pants. I told him about my first crutch. I told him when I went to hell and tortured my first soul.
I'm sorry. Oh no, never mind. That makes sense.
So we're at a conundrum. You have what I want, and I have your idiot boyfriend.
Not. I'm not going to explain the complications of a weird
Father of your
friendship.
children.
No, we are. I'm not
Fiance.
explaining. Nope, not me. His
Booty
fiance's
call.
my wet, pathetic man. Yes, this is Rocco.
One of those.
I don't even want to know what that means. Candy, what would you say if we broke the spirit of Christmas?
I would highly suggest against that, unless you want to see Rocco here with a bullet the size of Arkansas in the middle of his chest.
Well, Rocco would just go to hell.
Not with these bullets. He thought of everything. He's really, really freaking smart. You're at a conundrum, and I've heard of your exploits. There are we don't give a fuck attitude, but clearly, as you see, Rocco, you give some fucks.
That's pretty. I lean over to. Oh, that's pretty accurate. We do give some fucks.
Yeah, we do.
May I suggest a plan? A little ambanuge.
We'll do a trade.
Do a trade.
Rocco for the orb.
I like this plan. I will let you past. And do not worry about it. I'll have one of my men take you up.
No.
Up where? Wait, where are we going?
To our negotiated hostage situation.
Okay. We have one of your men right here, so we don't. It's
Who is
fine.
it? Steverino?
Someone with a bow and
Stovey?
arrow.
Stoke. Fantastic.
We want to negotiate with you directly, not
We
through
can
one of
do-
your men.
No, you can meet. We'll just have one of my men escort you.
Yeah.
If anything, I'll do a little bit of exchange. I'll send a hostage to bring you up. Does that make it feel safer?
Sure.
Fantastic. Which one of these people? And he goes, that one. You'll be seeing someone come down.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking.
Okay.
It's gonna be Johnny.
It's gonna be Johnny.
And I think when the radio clicks off, Misfit looks to Eden and Vic. Okay, quickly. What's the plan? Obviously, we're not giving him the orb.
No, we give it to him,
And then,
and then we break it.
okay, that's the
Okay.
plan.
Easy plan. Let me just try. And Eden puts their Christmas hat down next to the orb and looks at the two of them, and I want to try, Chris, to make a perfect replica of the orb out of my Santa hat.
Also, may I say, I
With
love
my
that we're
sand
calling the
powers.
snow globe an orb.
True, it is a
The
snow
orb.
globe.
I will say we're $10 away from reaching the goals. If anybody wants to help out,
Come on, help me out.
Come on.
help
Help me
with
out.
that. I'm gonna need a witch check. I'm gonna make it a little bit higher. I'm gonna make this a 15.
Okay.
You have to get not only the weight but the luminosity of this thing. That's the really hard part.
Damn.
Oh,
Okay.
You're gonna make like a discount.
I only have a D12.
knockoff, aren't you?
You
That
got
D12.
that's hey.
I got a
Hey,
D12. I got a
Hey,
D12. And I got some
wow.
tokens.
12 it up.
Do you
I
have
got the
3? Because
I've got
You have
6
three?
tokens.
That's
oh,
so
okay,
many.
okay.
I've got
okay.
6 tokens. I've been
So
saving
you need to
them.
roll a 9 theoretically.
I rolled a 6. But what
If you use 6, you get to 12.
if I get to 6?
So
I
they
get-
And then
I-
explodes.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
I'll use my 6 turbo.
Burn them all.
Burn them
So
all.
you need a
Burn them all.
minimum
Now
of
donate them
3.
back.
Just
Donate
need to
them
get it.
back.
I need a
What do you have,
3 on a D20.
20? Yeah.
D20
Yeah.
would-
You need
Okay,
a 3
D20, baby.
on a D20.
D20.
You can do
You are
it.
statistically likely to do this.
You can do it.
An 8. Yeah, let's go, baby. All right, it was an 8. It was an 8 on the D20. So
An 8?
Hell
12
yeah.
plus 8.
You have so much knowledge of magic that you use reality to make the same density, the little intricacies of it, and then with it, you add your little bit of flair to it and add that same luminescence as it looks to both you, Vic, and Misfoot like the same exact thing.
I think it's only because Eden used the Santa hat from Misfit, which contained some measure of true joy and holiday spirit in it, is the only reason. Because otherwise it wouldn't have been right, but because they used that as the base material, it glimmers with a little bit of childlike wonder.
With that, as you guys are doing that, you see one of the hostages seems to be in a very nice suit. They seem to be some sort of human that you kind of saw and kind of, hey, hi, my name is Derek. Hi. Is that the stuff?
Yeah, and Eden shoves the real one at Vic and goes, put it in one of your holes.
Okay.
As you just put it in. With that, we're going upstairs. Fantastic.
Yeah.
With that, yeah. You proceed up the stairs. Going up and up. Let me change this real quick. I think this is, yeah. You go up, and with that, you see their hostage situation. People are like in corners. You see these various elves that you kind of encountered before are all about holding some weaponry that are like mythical in nature, some that is just a gun, some that is just whatever they could find nearby. And with that, you see swirling about, petting what looks like to be one of the nearby animals somebody brought. This elf that you saw, Candy. Again, peppermint eyes, scarred over it, very Dr. Evil vibes. And he goes, well, if it isn't the Mythic Initiative, how I've waited so long for this meeting, a battle of the minds, if you will.
The initiative part of that is dead. It's just mythics.
As you say, there are people I know that would pay a pretty penny for your lovely heads. But I am not here for you. Do you have the orb in question?
Looks over at Eden.
Eden looks back at you. You're the liar.
And Misfit will take the orb in question and will walk over to Candy and goes to like hand it over, but then like pauses and takes it back for a second and says, many people who would pay a pretty penny for our heads.
Yeah, that part.
A pretty penny.
You got names?
Faces.
Ooh.
Vibes.
A bunch of names, not important to
A
you.
bunch?
I think that given that it's our heads that they want, it is important to us, actually.
You see somebody in the back. Oh, there's your father. Then there's Lucifer. Then there's
Ones that we don't know about.
curators. There is some sword guy.
What the fuck is that?
Or somebody. I don't remember. There seems to be Hela. No, not Hela. Iris. Yeah, the Greek god.
The one from the
Couple
Sprinklers?
aliens.
Okay, but those we already know about.
Well, there is one more, but I won't spoil the surprise.
Okay, look, do you want the orb or not? Where's Rocco?
Yes, I want the orb. And kind of, Rocco's right here. He's as you see, he's like dangling, very much like almost like an office chair that's dangling backwards towards like the ceiling, and he kind of.
That seems a bit much.
I am a theatrical person, my liege.
Okay, well, can you release him? Hand him over to Vic, and then you get the orb.
Let me see the orb.
That wasn't part of the deal.
Hatch check for me, please.
Hot your check. Hot your check.
Hot
A
my
hatch
check.
check to.
Does this count as your first impression?
Does this count as my first impression?
Yes, it does count.
I
as your
just
first-
met.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the DC then?
DC, I was gonna say DC probably maybe 15 again because it's a bit harder.
Or
So
that-
it's 12.
12, yes.
I rolled a 3.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Do you have 9? Do you have
You
9
see,
tokens?
I'm not playing games with you, Prince. The orb first, then your lover, best friend, boyfriend, pillow, whatever you call it.
not mine, but and Misfit will hand over the orb to Candy with a K.
Ah. And with that, you go, who's going towards Rocco to unleash him? Or so
I
just like,
guess me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The orb. An item of unimaginable power. As you go over, who had the orb, just for my knowledge? Who actually has the orb?
Vic.
Vic. Fantastic. As you go over, how are you taking the duct tape off his mouth? Are you kind of cutting his rope? What are you doing?
I kind of don't want Rocco to talk, so I'm gonna like cut the rope open because I feel like Rocco would ask a question that would fuck us over. So I'm gonna just cut cut the rope first.
With that, you see Rocco as he's like motioning to something.
I peel the tape off slightly. What?
It's not him.
It's not him.
And with that, you see the individual that was sent down takes off the cosmetic human ears that they have on their side.
No.
And with that, using some
Steve.
kind of mechanical candy cane that comes from their arm, they grab it. And you can see that the clothes like go down. You can see like almost like, you know, 3 kobolds in a trench coat kind of deal. It's very much like they're on stilts and they have like this sort of thing that's making them look like they're human. And when that go, as you can see, I'm a master of disguise. See you later, suckers! As he kind of goes away. Kill them all! And proceeds to rush up. As you see all these gunmen kind of, okay, take out the mythics. What are you guys doing in this instance?
So basically, they're killing us because they got their silly ass orb.
They got their
Well,
orb.
they don't have the orb, but they're killing us because they.
No,
think
they have
got
the orb. They stole the orb. The guy they sent down wasn't actually
Ah.
hostile. It was him. So he saw you guys switch it off before
That's
you. And you also
wild.
notice like the thing that has been talking to you is mechanical in nature. As you can see, like the spring on the back kind of like moves it up and it continues doing its thing. As someone had $30 to do a Die Hard, so we did a Die Hard here.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna chase him.
This was your fault, chat. This is your fault.
We had this in the bag, chat. You just had to do it. Also, don't forget, Misfoot and Vic, you have one-liners.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is gonna be
Yeah,
bad.
okay, I'll wait until after I succeed or fail to make
Fantastic.
a one-liner.
So, I heard chasing. What about you, Misfoot? What are you doing?
How close was I to the like? I was talking to this mechanical thing, I guess, right? And
Yeah.
so, how close am I to the actual candy guy?
Candy guy? You're slight. Vic is a little bit. Let me see. You're a bit closer than Vic. You still have to sprint a bit to catch him, but you're like at a medium pace versus Vic, which is at a long pace.
Okay. In that case, I am going to. I still have my pistol with me, right, from before, because I didn't shoot it, so I assume it still has whatever bullet was in there. I'm gonna pull it out, and I am going to shoot, but I'm aiming for the orb. I'm trying to crack the glass.
Fantastic. So you're doing that, and then what about you, Eden? What are you doing?
Okay. I don't know why this is pinged in my mind, but I'm trying to So okay, Okay, so you know how we were told that there's a disguise store, right? I'm trying to see if if there's a disguise of candy anywhere that I could put on.
So, just to backtrack. So, First, I gotta do this one because this one's out of the fucking ballpark. I make a wits check for me. Difficulty 10.
Okay,
You
well,
see
I'm
what
rolling
you
a
get.
d20.
Okay, alright, yeah, you're smart, so I forgot
Witty.
that.
I rolled a 2.
Not that smart.
Yeah,
Not this.
a little out of my
Found
element
an
here.
elf costume, but not anything like, not like it polymorphs you instantly, just like your hollow party city. Party city is the elf suit that you put on full human size. So
You should go to someone else while I think of what I'm gonna do now.
What are you gonna do as an elf?
Eden's like, all right, I got this. And they like pick up a candy cane and then they just kind of stand there for a second.
I'm just gonna be.
We both run past you like, what the fuck are you doing?
Is Eden putting on an elf suit? What is happening?
It's just
Ignore
There's
him.
like the jingling bells. Like,
okay, with that, I need a weapons check from you, Miss
Fucking
Fudge.
shoot that fucking orb.
I've never laughed that hard in my life.
what's the DC?
I'm gonna say he's running at let's make it a 10 again, because it's kind of like he's got bodyguards, he's got a couple things.
All right, I rolled a 6 on my D6, so I'm gonna blow up, and I rolled a 7 on my D8, so I am at 13.
13.
Woo!
It shoots. And he goes, "What have you done?" You see that this snow globe begins to and with that, you see what looked like to be this large polar bear of like frost and every in between begin to form out. He goes, "Oh crap, you let the spirit of the holidays out."
Isn't that
Holy
supposed to
crap.
be a good thing?
And it comes from a guy with a lot of issues. What did you think it was? A freaking bunny?
I felt like a snowman or something.
You see one of the guys go, "Oh my god!" And you see it just rips and tears. Ah! It's sweet, but it sucks. As it's like ripped in half. You see his body parts are like forming into like peppermint as well. So it's like they're transforming at the same part. And he goes, "We gotta get out of here. Call the chopper." As Kent begins to go up the stairs as you are left with this like polar bear that
Not. I'm hunting Candy down and I'm feeding him to the spirit of Christmas.
I need you to make a stench check for me here. As
Oh,
you, like,
what?
Try to dodge out the way. You're doing stunts, so this is
Oh,
gonna be.
stunts.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is gonna be a 6.
I believe in me. You know what, let's use the automatic. Please. Oh wait, I have one turbo. I don't know how to use any of this. I'm just gonna roll it.
The turbo gets you up to 1, so you're at
Yeah.
superficial, so it's not 2 for you.
Oh, stunts. Is this just to avoid getting hurt?
This is like it's like dexterity if you're thinking of it. That's why I'm like, if you don't want to deal with it, are you gonna like tank through this creature, or are you just like dodging out the way?
Well, I have an ability called Quick Healing, so I recover 1 level of injury after an encounter. So
All right, I'll give
I
it
have
to
no
you. It
injuries,
didn't really
so I'll
matter.
just-
I don't think
I'll
too
tank
much, 'cause
this.
yeah,
I'll
you
be
can
back
take
at
it.
superficial.
So, that's were you gonna like tank it, or were you gonna?
Yeah, I'll
like,
tank
dodge
it.
the
I'll
way?
tank it since it's just gonna put me back at the same thing that I would not be
Gotcha,
at.
gotcha. Okay. Then that's a tough then if you're just gonna tank it. So it's still
Hell
10, but
yeah.
it's gonna be tough instead.
Let's go.
It's just running
I'm
past
going.
Eden that seems to be opening a Party City costume at the
I
moment.
exploded. I got an 8.
Guy Nate, boom! You're at a D10 now.
9. You know what? I'm gonna add a token. Let's explode.
D12.
A D12. Roll.
Vic is hulking out right now.
I got whatever an 8 plus 9 plus 3 is. Yeah, an 8 plus 10 plus 3.
Okay, you get more than 5. So
21.
What happens here, as you see the embodiment of the holidays, is this big giant tiki bear, and you're deciding to plow through. So what happens here?
Well, my goal was to feed candy to it, so I'm going to I'm gonna run up wherever Candy was going up some stairs.
It's going to the rooftop where like a helicopter pad. So it's like
yeah. So I think it comes to a point where I'm tanking through the spirit of Christmas. This thing is bringing its claw down. I just bat it away, very Vic-like, and I am jumping up the stair platforms to like climb up faster than Candy could run. And as Candy gets up to the top stair and I get there almost like Batman in a horror movie, I stand in front, grab this freak by their collar, and I say, "This Christmas spirit is coming early for you."
Before anything happens, as you're on the rooftop, you're holding him, you feel the wind. You can also see that the helicopter is kind of nearby, shining a spotlight on you. For Eden, what are you doing in this instance as you see your teammates are being useful?
That's so
I know, I was like, I'm gonna sit here and think about, but then I just got distracted by how cool everyone was being. So Eden's like, I think Eden like finally kind of like puts their costume on, and then they turn, and then there's like a bear, and they're like, what the fuck is that?
Oh dear Lord, shoot it now!
Okay, and they're gonna rip one of their teeth out, form a long, like, they like pull it, like Christmas taffy, is what it looks like now. They like pull one of their teeth out into like a javelin. They see Vic going up, so they're like, okay. They're gonna try to get its its attention, and then they're gonna run up the stairs after Vic to try to draw it upstairs.
Fantastic. I'm gonna say weapons check unless you think it's wits. If you're trying to be more maneuvery with it, I would say wits. If you're just being boom, that's weapon.
Wits,
So
baby, wits.
Wits there. Let's make it a 10 again. I think 10.
Okay.
There's 10
Okay.
here.
Natural 20. Does that explode?
Does anything happen?
What
when
happens? Do I roll a D100? Can I?
No, it's not a D100. It's just
Okay.
a 20. But roll a D20 again.
Can you
Okay.
imagine?
Can you imagine? For 24. Chris?
24. So, what do you do with this? How do you direct it up the stairs? Is what you're doing, or what are you doing?
In their like cute new little Christmas elf outfit, Eden kind of like glitters. They like throw one of their like elongated, pulled out teeth at it that kind of looks like an ice shard as it lands. Hey, you! I don't know what you are. Come on! I'm twinkling and I'm sparkly, so come on, let's go!
With that,
Come eat
Misfit,
my
are you
big
following?
shiny ass! Yeah.
Misfit, are you following suit as you just hear, follow me?
Yeah, I hear big shiny ass and Misfit
That's a big
follows. Like what? Misfit
Liquid
follows
too.
up. We're not really sure what is happening over there, but Misfit's gonna go to help.
As you're doing that, at this point, you're on the roof with the actual candy, which is, you get rid of all the contraption. Still short, but doesn't look as like a villainous, just like a normal IT guy, really. Look to him, and he goes, "You can't stop me, kid. What you gonna do?" And you see the helicopter turns around, has a sniper bullet that's gonna shoot towards you. I need a tough check here. I'm gonna say this is a 13 for this one.
Damn.
For all of us?
No, just for Vic, because they're on the roof right now. So they made it first. So.
I can't believe you would bring a sniper back into this game, Chris.
You know how we feel about the
Two.
sniper. Did you say a 2?
Yeah.
You can't.
2 on a D12.
No!
Wait, hold on. We have a group suite. One of our abilities in our group suite is injury advantage. Roll twice on the first roll after taking an injury. I don't know what that means.
You just took an injury. Which means that you just took an injury, so this is your first roll after an injury, so you get to roll again.
Did you take the injury? I thought you healed.
I thought I took. Well,
yeah,
I
but
healed
then
before,
took the injury
but I
again.
took the
Like
injury
healed
again
and then took the
because
Okay,
injury.
so
I was
roll
like,
again, yeah. Roll again.
Roll again.
I'll do
Just 1.
a 10.
10. Okay.
Okay,
13
wait.
was
How
it?
many tokens do you have?
Well, I failed, so I'm back at 2.
Okay, hold on. So then, second group suite we have is double explosion, which doubles the amount of tokens that we have as a group. So
You
I
have
think
to- No, for that one you have to roll. You have to double explode it and then double explode.
Oh.
If anything, C exploded. You did it. So.
Oh.
That's fine.
I thought it just. I thought we just got
You
to
have
double our tokens.
No,
Never
it's
mind.
in terms of like double explode. So it's like you roll and then
Never
once you
mind.
double explode back to back, you're double
Damn.
tokens. So with that, you take superficial once more here as you get
Let's go.
these bullets, but they push you back. Candy, and you see manages to just grab onto it. They are about to escape. At this point, Eden, you come out like shining. At this point, Vic, you're like, Jesus Christ. You see that this candy guy is about to escape as he's on the helicopter. So what are you gonna do?
Wait. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I should have read my abilities. I can lower a tough check by 3. You would resisting a brawl.
If anything, I'll give the 3 over
That's
to
fine.
Eden here. So
Yeah.
-3, whatever. Well, what are you gonna do, Eden?
Me?
Yeah,
You're
he's about
next.
to-
You're up here
Oh my
shining your
god!
ass on the
Right?
roof.
Yeah, my shiny little ass.
On the roof.
My shiny little iris.
Yeah, Eden sees all of this, sees Vic, and you can see like in the tinsel, right? Like in the little tinsel, and they look at the bear, and they point to the helicopter. Fetch!
This is gonna be wits.
This is so funny.
You're good at that.
15 -3, so 12. So you need to get a 12.
Come on, come on.
You got
Now,
this.
what are your
you got
tokens
this.
that you have right now? Before you do it, what are your tokens that you have right now?
I have 1 turbo token.
So you get 2 because you exploded, because you
Okay.
back to back there. So you
Okay.
have 2 turbo tokens.
Okay, because I rolled a 9.
Okay, so you got a 9.
Plus,
So what was it? It was -3.
3?
So you're off by 1.
I could use a turbo token.
Turbo token.
Oh, did you no?
Oh,
so is it
I see, I
9?
see.
It was because you were at 9, then you have 2, right? So that's 11, if I'm not mistaken.
Can I use my wild card ability to be a wild card?
Wild card. We can do. I will give it to you, sure. You notice that the bear but pushes Vic off the edge. At this point, Vic, you have to grab onto the edge as you go, oh my god! As you grab onto the edge. But as that happens, the bear, and you see Kenny go, no! And then you see the bear collide with the helicopter. And just, but the danger is, as you got hit by this bear, Vic, you feel that all your power is kind of like really like silent or mute, and you're kind of like normal in this instance. So if you fall, you're gonna die at this moment as you're just hanging on by one edge here. Misfoot,
I don't wanna go to hell.
you get up at this instance as you see at
actually
the
pretty
moment.
nice.
You see Vic kind of hanging off to the side, really in danger. What are you doing?
I am going to actually, as I run through, I quickly like assess the scene, right? I see that Eden has figured out whatever is going on with that jingle jangle, and then I see that Vic is hanging off the side, and so I think Misfoot like runs past Eden, and I think grabs one of the like tinsel that is like on your costume and unravels it from you as I run past you, and because you know it's not actual true tinsel, so it's not quite as like weak. I'm thinking it has more tensile strength, and I am going to like run across to the edge and I guess Indiana Jones, if we're going, I'm gonna like use it like a whip and like wrap it around Vic and then pull them up.
Fantastic. This is going to be, trying to think. I'll say either tough of like endurance of like, or you try to use wits to try to like maneuver it. So I'll leave it up to you. Which one do you want to use?
They are the same, so I'm gonna say that this is, let's say tough check. Let's say this is just pure strength.
Tough check. Make it a
Please.
10.
Please.
Oh my god, bro.
I rolled a 1.
With
You're
that,
coming with me.
We're gonna both die, I guess. Like,
at this point, almost like comedy, you also get affected by this power. You're on the edge as
Oh my
well. At this
God.
point, you see the tinsels around Vic's leg as you're like now dangling at the moment. As you're going, oh my god.
dangling off of Vic's leg?
Yeah, so it's like you're
Oh.
connected right now, so it's got worse. Eden, you're next as you see two of your homies here are dangling off the edge as Misfit has failed.
There is no panic like the panic that Eden experiences in this moment. They're like silhouetted by an explosion, and there's like a thought to themselves where they're like, I've always wanted a dog. That was cool. And then they pivot, and the only two people that they have left in this world are about to die, and like the moon goes black. Like everything turns to that death world that they went through, and then Eden is at the edge and is like grabbing desperately and trying to yank them back up, but they're a wet noodle, Chris.
Tough 10.
Tough 10?
Tough 10.
Can't you do something smart?
If you want to use wits, I leave it up to you. You have to explain to me what you would use wits for, and I will determine whether or not it's going to be wits or tough. So if you use wits, what are you going to use it for?
Okay. This is so ridiculous, and I'm sorry about it. Eden has spent a lot of time in the diner where they serve people who have died their last meal. They've done a lot of carrying heavy, like, weights, like the packaging, ice. They spent a lot of time flipping with a spatula, right? So they're trying to like leverage, and with a little bit of like the dream power, pulling them up out of what would have been death, using magic to like empower them and to like hook them up in a fast, quick thing. And for the flavor, so it's not totally ridiculous, Eden just looks, I am not cooking either of you your last meal today. And they yank you both up. So I'm gonna try.
A wits 10, please. As you're
You
like,
fall too
pancake.
We're all cooked.
pancake.
We're all cooked.
Okay.
Did you do it?
No, I did not. No, I absolutely did not.
Man, we're so sorry, but all of us have done.
I
What
absolutely
did you
did
get?
not. I got a 3, Chris! I got a 3!
With that, you go, be the pen, fuck, as you just you to the ice, and you fall at this point, grabbing and holding on to Misfoot's leg.
I'm just holding us all up.
With your tactile strength. In this moment, it is dead silent as
Fuck
you
is
hear the
Rocco.
whispering wind of the city. This is your last moment, guys. What are you gonna say?
See you in hell.
I'm not. Anything that I can do, I'm not going to hell. But I will say, Misfit, this wasn't so bad. It's kind of fun.
I love you both.
Vic, you're holding on one finger two finger. Oh, you lose the hand. You all feel the jolt. And in slow motion, you all begin to fall as the camera sees you all disappear. There's a beat. There's a beat. And then an explosion. But it's the holidays, baby. And you see, like, rising from a phoenix, Rocco and his demon wings holding you, Vic, and carrying you all up as he is like Rudolph the freaking reindeer as he brings you all onto the landing pad. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I gotta stop smoking. As Rocco, the demon, saves the day with his shiny ass.
I'm never coming back to Minnesota.
While sitting inside Rocco's arms, just kind of like splayed out, exhausted, because she hasn't felt mortal in a very long time. I guess this really was a mythic Christmas.
And as you lay there, you see Jenny goes over. Oh my God, Rocco, are you okay? I'm fine, but I have to ask you something, Jenny. What is it, Rocco? Do you need a doctor? You see he goes in, pulls out a box. Will you marry me? Oh, Rocco. As the snow begins to dissipate and we hear the voiceover of Rocco, and that is how I got my fiance. It's another wonderful Christmas, folks. So happy holidays, and don't take I-4, there's an explosion on the way. And that is the end of our holiday special. Yay! Thank you, everyone. We hit our goal 200. Rocco, the Savior, has helped save in more ways than one. With that, thank you, everyone who helped us hit our goal. We'll do the giveaways during the week as we send off the money and do the pollings and whatnot, the raffles and whatnot for all those who donated. So with that in mind, before we go off for the night, let's do a quick in reverse order here. Plugs for all these people here, where you can find them on the internet and where you can catch them what they're up to. So starting off with us in reverse order, Zoe, please take it away.
Hi everyone, it is me, Zoe, not the boy savior, but Rocco's something. I was going to say something that felt not right here. I played Vic, the best of us sometimes, and also sometimes the worst of us. Actually, never the worst of us, because that's Eden. If you like what I do here, then you'll love what I do everywhere else. Find me on Blue Sky at Radical Zoe. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, all the places. It's Merry Christmas, and I'm so happy we raised the money. Passing it to Hamna.
Yeah, I think it's me next. Hello, everyone. My name is Hamna. I use any and all pronouns, and it has been such a joy to be here today. Thank you all so much for helping us raise the money. You can find me all over the internet at Lilith TTRPG. So if you like the silly shenanigans that have gone on here, other shenanigans also go on in other streams. I'll let C talk about that afterwards. But one other thing is that I haven't talked about very much because it's been a little bit quiet. But if you like what I do, you should also follow Tender Vicious on all different socials. That is my little arts production studio where I will be releasing a lot of different works across different mediums, including APs. We actually have an AP coming out next year, so keep an eye on that. And yeah, happy holidays, y'all. Thanks so much for joining us. And we'll go up top to see.
Hi everyone, my throat is husky from screaming so much this episode. Hi everyone, my name is C. I use they them pronouns, and you can find me making very trans very gay art on the internet at C Plays RPG. If you liked what I did here tonight, it's a little different from what I do other places, but similar vibe. You can always find me every Saturday on Transplanar RPG, which is an all-transgender, person of color-led, non-colonial, anti-orientalist actual play series set in a variety of different game systems. And we are streaming Arc 3, which is our vampire arc. We are playing Court of Blades / Court of Vampires, a really cool hack. And you can find that every Saturday at 8 p.m. You should get our merch because it's cute. And you should come see Humna in it, who's playing a terrible, terrible vampire. Terrible. And that's me. Chris.
And then there was one. Hello, everyone. I've been your keeper for these preceding evenings, and my name is Chris. You can find me on the interwebs on Blue Sky, where I'm more a little bit active, but I'm still kind of lingering on the edges of the outskirts of Twitter. But you can find me at VO_Cologne, or VO Cologne, which is COLON. Besides that, Taíno Tales, we got 2 shows that are currently out and about. We have an episode literally coming Wednesday for the next episode of Stewart's War, which I do with these 2 lovely folks, C and Zoe, which is a lovely, messy time with gods, divinity, and war. It's all fun time there. And the Doomsayers hopefully will be back this Sunday with a little bit of a musical episode. So we'll see what happens. They're going to the underworld, so they get a little bit of music. So we're going Stray Gods, maybe. So it'll be a hell of a time there with the folks of Kai, Calamity, and Val. Folks that have been on Transplant and everywhere else. It's a great time. But with that in mind, thank you for helping us raise money for this holiday season, as we like to do these things year December around, and always trying to do for Latin folks, especially being Taíno Tales. But we're happy we're raising the money, and we can't wait to send that over and give our wishes. But there's a bunch of other stuff you can donate to out there, so keep in mind and look out for anybody who's in need these holidays, as people are having a rough go at it. So donate when you can. But until then, everyone, we hope you have a lovely night, and thank you for joining us for our holiday special. Happy holidays, and we hope you have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.